welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then a big warm welcome to you. My name is Alexis and I post 4 videos a week on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM. So if you love a variety channel like this one and you want to see more videos, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you my £100 Tesco haul. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you our £100 Tesco haul. Normally we wouldn't spend £100 on a Tesco haul. Most weeks we find it quite difficult to get to even £40, so this is quite a feat for us. And I think the reason is I tend to buy our meat from an organic butcher's online, and we also buy in bulk from a wholesalers as well. So the only things we really go to Tesco's and other supermarkets for is fresh ingredients. And this week I have got quite a lot of fresh ingredients, and I wanted to share with you our menu and what we are going to be eating for the week. And the reason I'm making this video is A, because I love watching these sorts of videos and I love making them as well, but B, because I've just done a fridge clean. So I thought this would be the next perfect video after a fridge clean to show you what I'm going to put into my fridge clean. So here is my £100 Tesco haul. I thought I'd start with the extras that I bought this week. So these are for breakfast and lunches and things like that. So the first extra that I bought are these fennel seeds. I like to have fennel seeds first thing in the morning. I know it sounds quite strange, but I actually put these in tea and I add cumin seeds to it, and I add coriander seeds and whole cloves, just a few whole cloves, and I'll pour hot water on that. And I drink that first thing in the morning after a big cup of warm water, and this really helps to aid digestion. So I've got some more fennel seeds because I've completely run out. And then the next thing that we've brought are these Bassett's Immune Support vitamins. These are for my son. He normally has the tropical ones and the berry ones, so these ones we hadn't seen before, so we thought we'd try these. And this is probably a really good time of year to get these as well, because it's immune support and obviously it's cold and flu season, so you want his immune system to be working well. So these have extra orange in, I think, extra vitamin C. So yes, he hasn't tried these ones yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he thinks of these ones. And I think these are on offer in Tesco's at the moment. These were 2 for £3. That's why my husband bought them, I think. And then my husband also has bought some more vitamin C for himself, and he bought some more cod liver oil as well, and they were 2 for £3 as well. He also brought some more coffee, decaf coffee. He tends to drink the coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker at all, really. I like coffee, it doesn't like me, so that's the end of that one. And then Tailed has also bought these Tesco Finest Crinkle Cut Roast Beef Horseradish Flavoured Hand Cut Crisps. He really likes to have these with his lunch. I have tried them, they are very nice, but I don't eat them all the time. But Howard tends to like those, so we've got him to have 2 bags of those, and they must have been on offer if we got 2 bags. And then we also got a loaf of bread. I'm gluten intolerant, so I don't eat bread, but Howard and Ted do. We buy a sourdough on a Saturday from a local market store on our high street, and then to top us up we'll get some whole grain, a whole grain loaf. And this one we have found, I think it's this one, has no sugar in it. So if you're looking for bread with no sugar, if you're on like a strict diet, then this is a great bread to buy, and it's also got full of seeds and whole grains as well. So yeah, I like to buy that one for our family. And then I got some spinach, and the spinach I will use in smoothies for my breakfast in the morning, but I also use these in dinners just to add some greens to things. So if I'm cooking like a tomato rice, I'll throw in a handful of spinach. So there's some iron and stuff in there as well. And then we also got eggs. The boys tend to have eggs for breakfast, and I will have eggs for lunch occasionally as well. And we always try to buy organic as well, just because of the way the animals are treated, basically. And then we also I also got some rocket because I do like to have salads at lunchtime. So I've got some tomatoes as well. I like to have greens at lunchtime sometimes. And then we also got some mint, and I'm using the mint in a recipe this week. I'm doing a mint chocolate cake recipe, and that is actually up on my blog at the moment, but I'm making a video of it. And that will be going up at Christmas time, so the beginning of December that one will be up, so watch out for that on Googie's Kitchen. If you like mint chocolate, it's delicious, I promise you. And then I also got some bananas this week as well. I tend to have these in smoothies, or I have them as a snack as well. And then we also got some extra mature cheddar. This is the cheese that Ted has in his sandwiches. He does love a cheese and pickle sandwich, my son, I have to say. And we also got some cream cheese. Ted and Howard like to have this. Ted will have this for breakfast in the morning on a piece of sourdough. He did this morning actually. And sometimes he'll have it in his dinner as well. So if we're having something like a curry and it's a bit too spicy, he'll put a bit of cream cheese in it. And I do try to buy yoghurt for him as well. I haven't got any this week, but I normally do. And then we have a 2-pint semi-skim milk. This is obviously for Howard's teas and coffees. As I said, I don't have them. And then I also have brought some Oatly milk as well. I tend to put that in smoothies in the morning as well. So I bought quite a few, and we tend to store them in our pantry, and they will probably last me a couple of weeks now. And then we also got some water. I'll bring this over here because I'm not holding that up. The water is for Howard's coffee machine. So this water apparently doesn't leave any limescale around the coffee machine, so it's easier to clean. So this is the best water that Howard has found. He found some advice online, and they said that this one was the best water to use in a coffee machine. So yeah, that's everything for breakfast and lunches and extras. Now I thought I'd share with you the meals that we are going to be having for the next week, and I just thought I'd explain my menu system. It's a bit mad, but it works for me. I'm sure there are a lot of people who'll be thinking, why are you doing it that way? My husband often says to me, why do you do it that way? But what I like to do is on a Sunday evening, I will sit down and I will write a menu from a Sunday to a Saturday, but when I do the food shop list, I will go back to the previous, like Wednesday when we will get the shopping, or Thursday, and I will do a Thursday through to like a Wednesday or a Tuesday, basically. And I just find this the easiest way to do it, and it also makes me think about what we're going to have for future meals as well. So I know that there is something that I'm able to cook that's really quick and easy, especially during the week when we're all quite busy. I do need things that are really quick and easy, and I find this the easiest way to write my menu. So that's my menu. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start on the Thursday, because I already have the ingredients in the house for the Wednesday. Thursday's meal is going to be a bean spag bowl, and I already have the cannellini beans, and I'm going to be using black beans. But I needed some black beans. I've started buying dried because they are cheaper, and black beans are really easy to cook. The cannellini beans do tend to take a little bit longer. They are a bit more fussy, I'd say. You do have to soak the cannellini beans overnight before you cook them. These ones you don't, so these are really quick and easy. So you could just use black beans for this meal if you wanted to. And the recipe for this I will link in the description box below for you. I have some tomatoes as well, and I have a carrot to go in this, and then I've got an onion, and I've got a red pepper, yellow pepper, and a courgette as well. And as I said earlier, I've got some spinach, and I probably will use some chicken stock in this just because it's really good for you at this time of year. And the next meal I'm going to be making on the Friday of this week is a crab bisque. Many of you will probably know this as lobster bisque, but I decided to try it with crab, and it really worked well, I have to say. The reason I thought of this recipe is because we went on holiday to Norfolk and we went crabbing, and I realised I didn't have a lot of crab recipes on my blog, and I wanted to start making more. So So I went and had a little look online and I found some recipes and I just sort of made my own recipe. And this is absolutely delicious, I have to say. It is a really tasty soup to have. So for this you will need some crab, and I have an onion, and I also have some fennel for this recipe as well. And I think that's what gives the crab a lot of flavour as well, is the fennel. And then I'll need some tomato puree, and I have an orange. Normally lobster bisque calls for brandy, I think it is, but as I'm serving this to a child, I didn't want to give him brandy, so I'm using orange juice instead. And I'll also need some chicken stock as well. And then the next recipe I'm going to make is on the Saturday, and it's a slow cooker sausage and bean stew. So as I said, I've already got the cannellini beans for this recipe in my cupboard, so I don't need any more cannellini beans, but I did need some sausages, and I'm just wondering if I should use vegan sausages for this or put these pork sausages in. If I did use vegan sausages, I probably wouldn't put them in the slow cooker. I'd actually put them under the grill to cook them. When I'm cooking it as a sausage and bean stew with pork sausages, I will put them in the slow cooker, and they do cook really nicely as well. We have had this one before, and I haven't put it up on my blog yet. It's going to be a Christmas one. I was going to put this one up for during the Christmas period, like for I don't know, I think it might be like the 3rd week in December or something. So yes, I'm not sure whether to use vegan sausages or pork sausages. So watch this space. I'm sure you'll find out soon. And then for the sausage and bean stew, I'm also going to be using an onion as well. And I'm also going to be using a pepper and a courgette. And I think I have some carrots and some butternut squash in the fridge as well, so I can use those. And of course I'll be using some chicken stock to stew it all in, and I'll probably add in a handful of spinach, or I might boil up some broccoli. I've got some frozen broccoli in the freezer, so I might boil that up to go with it as well. So that's Saturday night's dinner. Then on Sunday I'm going to be making my spicy Mexican rice. So for this recipe I'm going to be using about 80 grams of chorizo. So I bought a big chorizo sausage, and then I've also got some chicken in the freezer already. So I bought some organic chicken from the organic farm shop online. So I've got that already. So there's going to be sausage and chicken, and then I'm going to be boiling up some rice, and I will probably do that in chicken stock again. And then I've also got a courgette to go in this recipe, and I've got a yellow pepper, and I've also got some spring onions as well, and I'll probably add some spinach to this recipe as well. And the spices I will probably use is mild chili powder, smoked paprika, probably a bit of ginger and some cinnamon as well, and I find that makes this spicy rice really tasty. So yes, probably some oregano as well, or oregano, depending on which country you're standing in when you say that word, I'm assuming. So yes, that's Sunday night's dinner. Monday night's dish is prawns in a tomato rice. So I've already got the prawns in the freezer. I think I bought those on last week's shop, thinking I was going to make them before I made this video, but I didn't. So I've brought that meal forward. Sometimes we do like to swap and change things over, so I think I've brought that meal forward from last Monday, and we'll have it this Monday instead. So for that recipe, I have the prawns already, as I've said, and I needed an onion, a red pepper, courgette and some garlic as well. And I already have the rice, and I'll have the chicken stock as well, and I have the tinned tomatoes. And that recipe is such an easy recipe, I promise you. I will link it in the description box below, so please go check these recipes out, because they are really simple and really easy, but they are also super tasty as well, I promise you. And the final recipe that I'm going to be making on the Tuesday before my next Tesco shop comes is my spicy tuna and sweet potato fish cakes. This recipe is really easy to do, and obviously I bought some tuna for this. You won't need this amount. I bought extra because Ted said he wanted a tuna fish jacket for lunch on Saturday, so I've bought a couple of tins extra because we like to have some in the cupboard spare as well. So yes, I've got some tuna for this, I've got some sweet potatoes, I've got some spring onions, and I've got a red pepper. I've already got the spices for this in the cupboard, so I didn't need any spices for this. And I'll probably serve this with either a salad, beans, or some broccoli. So that is all my meals done for next week. That was my £100 Tesco haul, and all of the recipes I've mentioned in this video I will link in the description box below for you. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.